If you did not believe that there is a higher power in this motherfucking world or something that dictates something in your life, then you're definitely going to believe it after these next couple of weeks. I'm just saying, as shocking as it is, I think life for you has been quite smooth. Not as smooth as you wish or you want it, because nothing comes to you in a way that you exactly want it, how you exactly say. But you are manifestors. You are manifestors at heart. That is who you are. You are somebody who can think of something, wish for something, and have it come to you pretty fast, pretty quickly. I don't think you know how to necessarily use that power fully yet, but I think you're learning. I think you're also learning that a lot of the people around you, they like to eat up that energy that's used for you to move forward. They like to eat that shit up. What I got in my mind was like a can of SpaghettiOs. I remember at our poorest, we'd be fucking snacking on them shits, just like can after can after can of SpaghettiOs, just slurping that shit up. It just reminds me of like a very poor managed state of mind with other people around you. I think like it's a lack of responsibility. It's a lack of say-so. What I mean by that is they don't believe that they have any say in the way their lives are led. They don't believe that they don't have courage. They don't have strength. They don't have that feeling of like, my life lays on me. They think their life lays on others, right? And because of that, because they believe that they landed where they're at due to other people's negligence, they're very incredibly codependent. They continuously harp on the fact that, okay, I have been through hell, and because I've been through hell, I'm going to punish myself and everyone else around me for it, right? Martyrdom is a disease. It's a disease of the mind. It's a mindset that is very, very difficult to break. It's not something that you can break. I don't even think you can break that shit in years. I think it's a whole process of punishment that you have to go through in order to see true value and true worth within you and the people around you, right? And it's different for everyone. Keep in mind, it's just a different thing for everyone. And that's what I feel like you're dealing with. It's like everyone is so different. And like, how do I tackle like different personalities, different mind spaces, like how do I build around people who are so different? But I want you to remember, Aquarius, that you are different. Okay, so while you're saying these people is a whole different species, whole different animal, whatever, you are incredibly different. Okay, the way that you're capable of calling the shots, okay, in situations where people, I feel like would easily fall apart. And I'm just going to use this as an example, right? Just because this is what popped into my mind. Say you're suffering from a loss of a house, loss of a person, loss of a career, loss of a lover, loss of a child. In those types of situations, you are able to think faster than most. Mourn faster than most as well. So I'm not even going past that, because it's like we deal with mourning and processing so much more different than others do. But this is where I see some of your differences really shining through, is when you're dealing with people like this, right? Because you don't believe in the excuses. Okay, the excuses are endless, right? And this has nothing to do with like, things that are built for us within society. So societal standards obviously are like, you need to be a certain color, you need to be a certain gender, specific this way, that way. It's not even about that. Okay, this is just about what goes on in people's minds, right? And whatever you believe you are influences others, right? You believe in yourself. You believe you're a very strong and powerful voice, even when you're in the depressive state of mind. Even when you're in a zone where you feel very low energy, you are still very, very powerful. And that gets people so pumped and excited. And I feel like a lot of the time, too, people don't believe it. Like, it's hard to believe that you are the type of person that you say you are until they meet you in person, until they gather that information in person, because you're such a powerful being, powerful person. I just feel like there's also a certain level of forgiveness that you have to give towards the people who do not believe you are who you say you are, the people who do not believe that you are maybe a little bit more unstable and unsteady than what you say, because I think you come from you're, while I would say humbleness is for some, not for all. Okay. I don't believe Aquarius is a humble being. I just believe Aquarius is a real being. And because you're real, that comes off like you are a little bit more relaxed than most cocky or louder individuals like a Leo or a fire sign. But realistically, I'm going to be real, right? Aquarius don't even got to say that Aquarius is bad for Aquarius to be bad. Okay? And bad is a good thing in the terms that I'm using. Aquarius don't even got to say that they bad to be perceived as bad. And that's just what it is. Okay? That's just what I'm picking up on. Okay? You are a punk, right? You're punkish because you're punkish, stuckish, rogue type shit. Because that energy of rebellion never leaves your body. It never leaves like the things that you do. Your creativity. It never leaves your creativity. Your rebellious behavior just never leaves your life fully, even into adulthood. The things that people go through in teenagehood where they rebel, and then slowly smooth out is just not true for you. You're always a rebeller. You're always different. You're always trying to create a difference between you and other people because you don't want to be like these people. You don't want to be like this. You don't want to be in this mind space. You don't want to be a part of the societal standards of who you're supposed to be or how you're supposed to act. A certain amount of money, a certain amount of this, a certain amount of that. You'll take what you want and leave none for nobody else. You won't leave no chrome. Nope, no nothing. Okay, you're not dumb. You're not dumb like that. And that's okay. Now that we're coming to a head, right? Well, you are not dumb in the means of taking what you want and not leaving no nothing. I feel like other people get really, really sick and jealous of that version of you, that type of person that you are, right? They get really sick of the fact that you're a greedy motherfucker, right? And it's not, you're greedy because you know where you came from and you know that nobody else has your back. That's why you're greedy. You're not an opportunist. You're not someone who just takes from people who don't, who are too stupid, right? You take from people who believe they're smarter than the average motherfucker. You take from people who act cocky or act strong. It's like, reminds me a lot of, what do they call that? Who's that man who would steal for the poor? Beat the rich or eat the rich and steal for the poor and give out to the poor people, give out to the peoples that he felt for. That you're that type. Okay, you're that type, and that's the problem, dude. That's the problem. Everyone wants to be a part of that type of era, but they don't know what type of person can even fit that standard of being that type of person. Where it's like, okay, how do you have nothing and give away so much? How do you claim to have nothing and claim to not have the type of money that people view you as having and still give? How does that happen? How do you give love to people you never even met before? That's crazy. That's jealous. They're jealous as a bitch. When I say these people, especially your romantic partners, boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever you got, right? Whatever you got, marriage, whatever. They're jealous. So jealous. Because they're like, why do you gotta suck the dick and suck it from the back every single time you meet someone? That's not the case. You're getting a feeling. You're getting an emotion. You're gathering information. They're talking about in Aries, particularly feeling some type of way about the way that you attach to certain types of vibes and certain energies. Like, even though you're picky, you're also very, very psychological. You love the psychological battle. You love the debates. You love to focus on people's hearts. Okay, you love that. That's just who you are as a person. You're very honest, and people view this as very suspicious. They're like, so what do you get out of that? You don't get any money out of that. You don't get any there's no real material thing that you're getting out of this. So what do you really get? And it's just wealth and knowledge. It's knowledge. That's what we get. We learn about ourselves through learning about others. It's wealth and knowledge. There's nothing we truly do get out of most situations where we're trying to have these deep ass conversations with people, when we're trying to gather, to vibe with others, there's not really much that we get other than self-satisfaction in a very metaphysical and emotional way. So not really much, right? Like, okay, like, and then people are like, okay, well, you know, how do you deal with all the people that talk shit, or how do you deal with all the people who are evil or controlling, or pieces of shit? And that's the fucked up part, is even those people like us. Even those dirty ass motherfuckers like us. That's what's crazy about it. That's why these people is so triggered as well. That's why boyfriends and girlfriends, all that, are so triggered. It's like, how do everybody, even the people that hate you, still like you in some type of way? That's crazy. That's just insane. Because you're an Aquarius. That's what it is. This is your karma. Your karma is that you are to rebuild and reclaim a society under your, not under your rule. Because remember, we don't do that kings and queens shit. Not Aquarius. No, we don't. No, we don't. That's because figureheads. That's more things for like Aries and Taurus and all that. We don't do the figurehead shit. Or we be sitting on the motherfucking throne trying to, you know, dictate this and dictate that. That shit is too boring for us, because we don't get to see the real people if you're all intimidating all the motherfucking time. So we ain't about that shit. We about to lead it from the back type shit, where we you know, we might be the knights and the soldiers on the sides. We ain't the bitch on the throne. Okay, trust and believe Cleopatra wasn't no Aquarius. Trust and believe, well, she could have been, right? But trust and believe, she probably an Aries or a fire sign. I'm gonna be real with you. But trust and believe that most of these leaders had an Aquarius at their side and a Scorpio at the other. The right hand of the Aquarius, the left hand, Scorpio. I'm just saying. So if you got that mix, Aquarius and Scorpio mix, you already know what I'm talking about. Where you're the devil from the side type shit. They're from the sidelines. You're the odd one out. You're the one that people are intimidated by because you stand there stone cold, Steve Austin, and don't give a fuck about what nobody say until you step up to the pump. You do all the social and communicator type shit with the weirdest types of people, and you gain the weirdest types of contracts and the weirdest types of romantic flings with people. It's just so crazy, you know. It's out of this world. It's out of this world. Like, crazy. So crazy. Like, this is what I mean, right now. Aquarius is moving on. Okay, you're moving on. There's a pattern of decisions that have led you towards this current mind space of, you know, I'm just going to take what I deserve and that's it, right? I'm going to take what I deserve. I don't care about what anybody else is. If they want to sit there, bitch and moan and cry about things that they don't have, that's on them, you know, because I'm not repeating the cycle where I deal with weak ass people. I'm going to be real up front and honest with people and just say that, you know, you're not a part of my build. You're not a part of my strength. You're not a part of my satisfaction. And so you need to leave. I got that woman saying, you know, that white woman saying, you need to leave. That type shit. That's what I got. You need to leave. Very dictator from the sideline type shit. You got a couple of things that you guys are focusing on right now, and most of it is family protection, protecting your family, protecting those you love and care for, focusing on that, focusing on rebuilding, regaining the strength. I think taking breaks is really important right now. Being comfortable is really important right now. Yeah, comfortable with your physical appearance. They talk about that as well. Maybe there's a couple of different things that you've been kind of staying away from when it comes to physical appearance, when it comes to how you want to portray yourself maybe in the dating world, or how you want to portray yourself in general in front of a camera, or, you know, it's standards, babe. It's like, okay, talking about, you know, how do I want to do my hair? I want to do it like this. I want to do it like that. Or how do I want to cut my beard? How do I want to do this and that and this and that and this and that? It's like very specific, particular, and that's nothing wrong with it, though. By the way, there's nothing wrong with it. You know, if you was raised with some motherfucking standards, you know how to wipe your ass and shit shower shave. Let's be real. Let's be real. If you was raised with motherfucking standards, your father or your mother taught you how to shit shower and shave. So don't even play about it. Eat good too. So don't even play about that. Sorry, the bugs keep getting in my face. Don't even play about that. You know, there's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself. Let's be real. Let's be real. People act like there's a problem wrong when they see someone who look good. Like, damn, you look too good. You look air sprayed, or what do they call that? refreshed or whatever. Like, okay, bitch, yeah, it's because I been getting my sleep up, I get my watering, like I've been eating good, so bitch, I'm doing this in secret because y'all motherfuckers always trying to sabotage and spoil my motherfucking diet and shit. Like people trying to fuck with your diet or fuck with your stomach, fuck with how you feel internally. My bad sex and stuff like that. I keep seeing bad sex. Someone's trying to do bad sex on purpose, or someone's trying to act like they don't know nothing about sex in order to attract you, even though that's weird. They're like, did I say that I wanted someone with no experience? Is that what I said? No, I just said I didn't want a hoe. That's what I said. I said I didn't want no hoes. I said I didn't want no STD. I didn't say I wanted some fucking waterboard ass looking bitch. Alright? That's what's up. Stupid ass motherfuckers take shit way too far. I'm just saying, they take shit way too far. But Nine of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, you're no longer afraid. You're not scared. You don't give a fuck. It is what it is. Cast aside all the people that have been distracting you. Cast aside all the different people that have been sleeping on you and making you feel some type of way because you've been sitting there like, oh, when is this person going to talk to me? When are they going to respond? When are they going to pay attention to me? They never will. That or they will when it's too late. So cast that shit aside. If you feel ignored right now, if you feel scared, if you feel sad, cast it aside. Get rid of it. Make that money, that shmoney. A lot of business deals coming through. Looks like a lot of things that are falling flat for you when it comes to business. Okay, things that are irrelevant towards what you're meant to be doing with your life currently right now are gonna fall flat. Okay, things that are underdeveloped or don't have time for, they're all gonna be falling flat. Okay, so expect for all obstacles, like you requested, like you asked, to be removed from your life. You asked for it. Just remember that. That's what you asked for. Okay, so all jobs, you might get fired. There's going to be situations and cases where they move you to another company or whatever the fuck. Take it. Take it. Take the different job. Take the different expectations. Take all of it. Take all the different shit. It's leading you in the right direction. They're not trying to distract. They're telling you this is it. Like, take this opportunity. This is it right here. It's the last one you getting, bitch. You can keep ignoring all the other ones, but this one is way too obvious to ignore, right? Everyone involved, it's way too obvious to ignore. So, take it. Good luck.